Hello friends, welcome to all in my YouTube channel PM Educational Academy Technical Knowledge related to civil engineering. So today I am going to explain about how to draw or how to design RCC design in STAAD.Pro. So I am giving you some guideline regarding how to use this software and how to generate the design elements and which element you will get through this software that will study. I will arrange a live session on this in detail, and I am starting the schedule, starting the 15 days course on this design of RCC design by using software, this STAAD.Pro software. Learn this STAAD.Pro software. So without wasting time, I will show you or I will tell you, and this video is the very basic video. So as you know, whenever a kid starts learning or starts learn to walk or learn to sit or learn to stand on his 2 feet, so how he is learning basic, then he will go for advanced, that for running, we can say running. Likewise, same way, this is the very basic tutorial and very basic thing. The person though who doesn't know software, who doesn't know about this software, then he also or she also able to use this software. So without giving much more time, I will tell you how to learn how to use this software very easily. And here I am assuming some things because this tutorial I am making, it's for learning purpose. So how to calculate the load, the technical things you require, that is the load, how to calculate the load on beam, slab, column, and foundation, everything load. I have already uploaded videos based on the design of RCC element, manually design, and how to calculate the load. So everything I will here, I will tell you how we give some input to the software and how we'll get the output and what output we'll get. So drawings will get the whatever required things, that is if suppose this RCC design we require quantity of cement, quantity of sand, everything will get through this software. So amount of steel, number of bars, number of stirrups in beam, column, then your bar spacing, everything, every detail you will get, an area of steel required for each and every element, that you will get. So how we need to do things? So for this we'll start the learning, correct? Now what we'll do, we'll open the software. You just click on the software, the software starts. So here click on new project, then click on space, tick mark this, and here you write your project name. So anything you write your project name, then location for saving, then go next, then add beam, tick mark for beam. So here this beam means vertical member, horizontal member. Then slab is nothing but it's a plate. Then column positions or the joints, they are nothing but nodes. So here you first select the node. This is the geometry, we can call it as geometry, and this figure you need to do. This is the preparation you need to do earlier before starting the software. You need to calculate coordinates of each point. in x, y, z direction. Y is always, vertical direction, correct? So you calculate this for each and every point, because each and every point you point your corner joint. In STAAD language we can call it as nodes. So each node you require coordinates, and this is a very simple method. There are three methods. You can put this coordinates in the STAAD and you will get this frame, but here I am giving you information about the very simple basic method. Then you go for, you add this coordinates. After adding the coordinate, you just draw the add beam. So for beam, click on add beam. So here add beam and click add here the beam. This is the horizontal member. Here, as far as column or beam, everything, every element will say as a beam section, horizontal section, because in STAAD we have only when we as far as your civil engineering knowledge, we can call it as vertical members or column, but here in STAAD language it is called as beam. For adding this, for designing, we'll add this property in y direction. So you see how I am designing this. So you just put all these coordinates there and do the things. So complete the uh, frame in xz direction. So here you are having 3 axes, 3D and 3 dimension. You are working in 3D view. So here now I am drawing the frame in xz direction. Xz, the direction at the bottom, the 3 axes are shown vertical. If we go vertical, it is y, one side x and other side z. So we'll prepare a plan or this plan or frame in xz direction, in xz plane, in xz plane. So watch it carefully, you will get, you will know something. See here, add beam. So you can use command also, but these commands are given here in toolbox. So you can use that. This is very basic method for allotting the coordinates or nodes, allotting the nodes, coordinates of node. There are very easy method when we learn the advanced sessions, then we'll go for the advanced methods. So that time, within a minute or within a 1 or 2 minutes, you will get the frame for two floor, 3 floor, 4 floor, any floor frame. Then here add support. We are going for support, add support, and here after adding support you allowed this support. So here I am, so as this is the basic tutorial, I am taking only the fixed support and assign this support we have added. Then we need to add slab panels. Then see how to add slab panels. But before that we'll add one story. So for that you need to do such process. So column 1, column 2, column 3 is Y. Okay. So this maybe sometimes this may happen. We have done wrong things. So see again. So first column is node. So here their column given. Here node X, Y, Z, column 2. So here we'll take height. So this time we'll do, already we have allotted, but this thing I have done something wrong here. Wrong means it will be added one more time they added. So here 3 story completed. So I am taking a story height as a only 4 meter. So here coordinate I will change, y coordinate I will change, because after next 9, first 9 nodes are at ground floor, but next 9 nodes are on upper, that is the first floor level. So first slab level, this is the first slab level. So we'll add beam. So for designing purpose, during design we can call it as column, vertical members are column, horizontal members are beam. But for adding or joining two nodes, we'll call it as add beam only. So we'll join this thing. So first time, second time, I'm doing this so many times, but as a simple, very simple method. Sometimes we feel these easy methods are very difficult to do. Very difficult to do, because we know about the what we can say. We know about how to do the advanced methods. We have used the advanced method, but when we shift to the this method, what we can say, this easy methods, basic methods, so it will feel it's a somewhat we can somewhat difficult for us. So that's why such things are happening. So you'll watch this video carefully, learn this video, so that you will get every information, and then afterwards we will use advanced methods only. Will not take this much time, will not waste this much time to create the frame. So render, this is rendering. So here we'll see the object. How? So one beam is missing. Bottom the beam is there, but as top the beam is not there. So that beam we require. So now we'll find this beam. Where is? So this beam is here. Not there. Here, here. So we'll directly adding the beam. So it checks are necessary. These are the checks. So here, as I have prepared this video, that's why I know. But during the drawing, so that's why I'm watching every time how, where is the beam, how I have prepared, drawn the frame, that is the there are another methods, but that we'll see. But here this is the very basic. The person though who doesn't know about the software, then he or she will also do the designing things. So now this will be the clear. You have drawn this thing. Now so anywhere you see from every corner. Then you add the slab panels. We'll add the slab panels. So this we require to add 4 node panels. So this. So for every slab will add, and every time you need to select add surface for 4 node plate. So just click, don't need to keep this clicked. Just click on that one, then drag, then click on another node. This way you complete. And after every command you use, you press escape key. Escape means you are free from others. Your cursor will be free. So third, select fourth point, fourth node. We can call it node. Then here, so here these 2 slab panels, and then last slab panel. So at the bottom and top also. So I have considered slab for both at ground level also or at first slab level also. So this is just the example. Then go for, this is the selection support. You go for property page. In property page, then you go define. So we'll define a beam size. So we'll take rectangular beam size. This size you need to decide. Assume. So we'll assume that. So for that you will need a study. Then thickness. So we'll close this and then go for the thickness. So thickness is for the slab. Slab thickness is generally 5 inch. So 5 inch means 125 mm, and put the dimension in meter. Whatever dimension units kept there, you just put in meter. So convert this dimension, and then we need to assign this property to the members in a frame. So this is the, for now here, from here you take beam mode. So you select beam mode, beam cursor, select the figure. So all beam will be selected. Then assign this, select assign to selected beam, assign. So we have assigned this rectangular size to these beams. Now as far as plates are concerned, that is panel, the thickness, we need to assign panel thickness or thickness of slab. So select panel mode. Now panels are selected and then go for assign and then yes. So panels will be, the size thickness will be allotted, assigned. Just close this and press escape key. Every time after doing every process, you just press escape key because your cursor will be free and then select anything. Then always press on general, then go for render and see. This will be your frame. So this is the beam, column and slab, and the supports are already there. Correct? So this will be your frame will be look like. Then in the next tutorial I'm supplying some small tutorials, then how you will see the dimensions, everything. But here my aim is to show you how to design. Then go for the general, click on general, always click on general. So this model will be there. Then go for the load and deflection. Here go for the load cases, click on add. First dead load, so right there dead load and say click on add. Then select live load. So select whatever load you require that you. Here I am taking some example only. Here I am taking some example. My aim is to show you how to design by using software, what you need to give input and what you will get the output. Click on add. So this will be the self weight. So it will be -1 and it will minus because it will be downwards. It acts downwards against the gravity. So here also that is the UDL. What you can say UDL. UDL. So here some you calculate, or here I have, this is also minus. Then as far as slabs are concerned, we are having floor load. So that I am telling you after this. Then see everything, whatever you are giving, whatever you are selecting, you need to assign each and every property to the model. No property should remain unassigned. Otherwise, you will fail the errors. If you get error, your design will not be. This software will not show you design. It will fail to show design. It will not show you design. So minus, here just I am calculating, but now we are assuming. So minus 13.11. Other changes you don't do, GY direction, global Y axis, local Y axis direction, and this is the floor load. So floor pressure, as far as slabs are concerned, we have floor load. So floor load, no need to assign, it will directly assign. The software will directly assign, but here you need to select a range. You need to select a range. So here they have given, because you are doing work on, as far as slab panels are concerned, you are doing work on, you are working in XZ panel, XZ plane. So here you need X range and Y range, Z range, X range and Z range. So your minimum dimension of X, any coordinate, minimum dimension of X of any node, minimum dimension of any node in X direction and maximum direction of any node in X direction, and same way in Z direction. In the figure, this plan, minimum direction and maximum direction for both range X and Y. you just put there. So x will be minimum dimension for x is -3, maximum is 7, and as far as z is concerned 0, and minimum is 0 and maximum is 8. Third dimension is x. And y is 0 because we have this plane, xz plane. So everything, whenever you do something with software, you need to keep, or what we can say, you need to give attention towards each and every point. So in detail, during this 15 days course, we'll study in detail each and every point or each and every aspect related to how to learn this software. Then we'll add, then close it. So this I will delete for a while. So no load should be remain unassigned to the model. So here self weight we are assigning. So select the whole structure is selected. Then go for self weight and then assign to view. Self weight assign to view. Select assign. Click on assign. So it will be assigned. Then this is UDL. Assign UDL to all. To view. So you select view. Then go for this assign to view, assign. So this will be assigned. From scale, you go there and scale, you reduce the size of that. So now you will see this is the UDL on beam. So it may be from walls or anybody. Then so at the top, then go for the you just click on design and then go for concrete design. Here select IS 456 because we are designing as per IS 456. Then select parameters. So take all the parameter this side and take only required parameter. So we'll require FC, compressive strength of concrete, then yield strength of steel reinforcement. So whatever reinforcement we are providing in beam column slab. So define parameter. So here convert this FC and Fy in kilonewton per meter square. We are having values in Newton per mm square. Convert these values in kilonewton per meter square. So conversion you know how to convert. Then add, then close this. Then assign these FC or Fy to all this view. You can select directly, or you can select firstly you will you select the beam, all beams. So no, this you can select the nodes. So it will not be allotted to the node. So you need to select this beam corner and select all beams. All beams, as far as STAAD language is concerned, all the lines that are vertical members or horizontal members, as are any member which joining two nodes is the beam. Then add, assign, yes, already assigned. Then Fy, select again. Instead of this, if you select view, means whole, then also it will be possible. Then select the slab panels. So split cursor here, and then FC assign to selected, correct. Then Fy main slab panels. So still we are in assigning. Yes, we have assigned. So no property should remain unassigned. Then command. So then go for command. for command. Then here command what you need, what output you need. Design of beam, we require add. Design of column, we require add. Design of slab, we require add. And take off. Take off means overall summary sheet. Close. Then you need to assign this to this what we can say. So again, go, no problem if you close this. Anytime you can get back this thing to this. So select here. So this will be the beam. So design beam. Assign to view. Yes. Select the view. Now we have selected view. In first method, I have shown you separately you assign or directly assign to view. So design. So that time it will take, the software automatically select the required, the slab panels or columns or beam. Right? Yes. So this will be over now. So we have allotted everything, assigned everything. Go for the click on general, then analysis and print. And here no print, you add this. So no need to assign this. Then go for the general, correct. Then analyze tab, then run analysis. So here save, click on save. So the report will be generated. So warnings are given some. So here click on output file and then go for done. So whatever warning you can receive any warning, no problem. But as far as errors are concerned, error should be 0 error. Why these warnings are there? Because we have, this is a simple thing we have considered. Some things we have not considered. And then click on design. So you will get the design. As per beam, you will get the steel area. So as far as beam is concerned, you will get information about the from 0 beam length, total beam length 0 to 4 meter, 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter, at what location, what amount of steel required, then number of stirrups, shear reinforcement is stirrups. As far as whole beam, each and every beam, for each and every beam, software will show you arrangement. Or instead of this, if you get steel area, you can calculate bar also. You can calculate bar also. You will get the steel area. You can calculate bar. If you don't want to use this whatever bar given by software, you just use, instead of 312, I need to use 16 mm bar, 16 mm dia bar. So I will calculate the 16 mm dia bar amount, number of 16 mm dia bar as per from the given steel area. Then so here we have designed beam, column, slab. Now we will see design of foundation. So before that, we'll see how we'll generate these reports. So directly you can take print out, or this you need to check this whether this is whatever inputs you have given and whatever amount of steel or anything came or they have given output regarding the design. Then column number, First they have given related to beam, then column, and then slab. And this is the slab. Go for file, then go for print. If you have a printer, then click print. Otherwise, just Microsoft Express document writer, click OK. The Express file will be generated and it will be stored as PDF file. You just give the name to the file and give the location where it will be saved. So the report will be generated. Then now we will design the foundation. So click on foundation. Then available load. You just select load cases. So include these load cases. So here this time and then run STAAD foundation. So here in this case we have added only dead load. So it will be shown. Whatever load you are allotting to your structure, that every load will be set here. Now after this, what you need to do? So this will be the STAAD foundation software, designing software, foundation designing software. Then so these are our foundations. So all these are isolated footings. So whatever we have taken, so 9 footings will be there. Directions are given X, Y, Z direction. Then click on loads and factors. So here create new load case. Click on create new load case or generate combination. Before that, generate combination. Then select here IS code. IS code Indian. So we are doing as per Indian. Then click on update table and then generate load combination. And then afterward close this. Then click on job setup and then create new job. Create new job. So this window will open. Then you type the job name, that is isolated footing design. So right there. Footing or isolated foundation design. Then job type, it is isolated, and design as per Indian. We are designing as per Indian standard, and default. So units, if we design as per Indian standard, we'll use unit SI unit. So this type of all foundation you can design, but here we are designing isolated footing. Then SI units and allowed to all support. Then downward, select the load combinations. So whatever load combinations we have generated, select the load combinations. to select the load combination, these two load combinations. Select all, then click here, select. So all load combination will be load cases selected. Select this again and then click here, create job. Create job. So here isolated footing job is created. Then just close this and then click on create job. Then here design parameters. So in there you can check everything, concrete and rebar. So their property as per IS code software already selected. Then covered soil, cover and soil capacity, all. Then footing geometry, sliding and overturning, everything. Here you will get the section also, section of for foundation also. You will see. So software will generate everything. Then click on design in the design. Click on design. Say S. When you say yes, the software will directly do the design, and here all the footing will be designed. So this will be the information. You click on any footing, you will get information about that footing. Every drawing, everything, it will be generated. Then above, so this will be footing 1. And here you will see the start page, then geometry, details and schedule drawing, GA drawing, the calculation sheet and the graphs. So graphs means here this one. So at the bottom also they have shown you in tabular form. In tabular form foundations are given. So this is geometry. So this will be drawing. So this you can save drawing. So drawing file in AutoCAD format, DWG format, the file will be saved. So you give your location for saving the file and save this and open this file by using AutoCAD software and find details, whatever details done by software, everything you will get in this drawing. So during 15 days course we will study all this detail or everything in detail, and that time we'll use some all the methods, whatever methods are available, basic methods, advanced methods, everything. If you like the video, please do share it and subscribe the channel for more such fruitful videos. So I'm again uploading some videos related to the how to design by using eTab and other designing softwares. So estimation costing, after this it is easy for you. If you get this data, you can find estimation costing of your building. So we'll design one building, whole building. During the 15 days course, and see, this course will be freely available. So I am not charging anything. So this course will be freely available. I am taking live sessions for that course. I am taking live sessions for that. So this is all related with the. Thank you for watching the video. If you like it, please do share it and subscribe channel for more such fruitful videos.